but lose their starting quarterback Billy Edwards Jr. to injury. Their next matchup is against Middle Tennessee. Badger Volleyball plays number 14 Kansas tonight at 6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's uptight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Andrew in for DJ Brother Z, who's out on assignment. And I'll say this, a lot of information is coming out about this shooting that happened in Minnesota, and we got Robert on the lines. He has some comments on that shooting. How you doing, Robert?
Hey, how you doing, Brother Tory Lowe?
Blessings, brother.
All right. Well, I wanted to just say this. Sometimes the way Esau do things, because he's a cunning hunter, it's a prelude to take guns away from the average citizens. I hate to say it like that, but what better way to get a bill passed is if it's something happening to children, and especially white children. That is a prelude for them to say, okay, we have to pass this bill to take these guns from these people.
To penetrate the amendment right.
Right. That's right. And that's how all these bills get passed. You see an outbreak of certain incidents, and all of a sudden these new bills come. No more guns for the citizens. That's the way they've been doing it for hundreds of years. That's how and that's Esau being the cunning hunter. In order to take the weapons away from the black people, they have to have a prelude to pass an agenda, a bill. And the best way to pass a bill is through the hearts of those white Republicans. And it's saying, oh, our children are dying. Our population is already dwindling. We have to do something. So it's just a sneaky way of saying the only way we can get these guns from these black folks, we have to sacrifice some of ours to pass a bill that they can't stop. That's all I got to say. You have a blessed weekend.
Hey.
Be safe, brother.
All right, Robert. G, hi. How you doing?
What's going on, Tory Lowe?
Blessings, brother.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment, man. Condolences to the families that lost them children. But like you said, right, I went to MPS also, and you have to go through metal detectors, and it's 3-4 locked doors. You got to get buzzed in before you can get in. But see, do you think that they spent money to protect us and wouldn't do it for suburban kids? No, they got all that to protect the staff from the outside community. So even though it does help, because like you said, where we come from, you ain't trying to shoot up everybody in the school. You're just trying to get the person who you want to get. Right. You ain't trying to take it out on everybody. But I used to think like, dang, why we got staff and metal detectors? It wasn't to keep us safe. It was to keep the staff safe. That's where in our community we got that stuff to keep the staff safe from the outside thing. You see, in the Suburbans, you could just walk inside the school because parents would go crazy if they couldn't just walk inside and talk to their kids. And so they get what they get. All I want to say is, how can we have security at a bank but don't have security at schools? The kids is our most precious commodity. Look what we doing out here, man. This is crazy.
Hey, like I said, like you would think that by now that would be the move to try to cut down on some of this. Thank you, G High. Thank you for tapping in. We got Winky Blue on the lines. Winky, how you doing, brother Winky?
Hey, good afternoon to you, man. I've heard a lot of great things from the callers, man. A lot of ideas, outside the box thinkers. And that's what I like about this show, man, because you got a lot of outside thinkers, and really regular people don't appreciate outside thinkers. They say they crazy or they blow them off. But I'll tell you something about the school deal. It's just one of them things, man, that, this was a Catholic school, and hey, they probably figured that they was protected. Who would expect that somebody would attack a private school at that? This wasn't a public school. It was a private school. My understanding is that he didn't go inside the school, that he just started picking them out through the window, And so that's a thing. But then I heard one of the lower callers before this last brother, he talked about how the white folk figured that their numbers are dwindling. Well, brother, let me say this here. Our numbers are in the tank. It's only 41 million, 42 million Black Americans. Okay? I'm going to say this one more time. It's only 42 million Black Americans in the whole round world. Our numbers is in the tank, buddy. Okay, and what they're doing is they're feminizing the black man and doing all these other things that we won't produce. Now, there's a couple people, Black Americans, that are moved in different countries, but you can probably round them all up, and you might got, if you got 100,000 of them. Okay, we are only 42 million.
They say
in
40,
the world, man.
Well, they say
in the world.
No, they say it's 48.3 million. People self-identified as black, making up 14.4% of the country's population.
Okay, so it's 46 million, you said?
48.3 million.
In the whole world.
Well, this is this is just in the United States.
No, but hold on. We're talking about Black Americans. So we got a few Black Americans that moved to Europe, a few Black Americans that moved to Ireland.
Then it's more than 48 there.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So, but hold on, brother. We're talking about here in this country, when you got 61 million people that are in this country, and we don't even know how many illegals are in here, and they got another country that they can just dump over in here. We are special 41 million, 46 million in the world, man, in the world. And we trying to hold on to other people. So it doesn't bother me, like Brian said, it doesn't bother me one way or the other. I mean, I don't want to see innocent life, any kind of innocent life, man. Any kind of life, period. Mm-hmm. Even if he got caught dirty, man, I hate to see him got to go out like that, but he went out like that. I'm trying to protect me and mine. But at the same time, that's where I'm at with that situation, man. Black people, it's only 46, Tory just said 46, 47 million.
48.3.
In the world. And we're talking about trying to help other people. Man, you got to be kidding me. I got to go.
It's 48.3, they say, in the United States. This is black population of the United States is growing. They said in 2023, an estimate 48.3 million people self-identified as black, making up 14.4% of the country's population. So, and they said 33% increase since 2000. This is what this report is saying. These research reports are saying, hey, well, I'll say this, all I'm talking about is safety right now at the moment. And if you know that there are people that are capable of coming through and shooting up a bunch of people, and this has been going on, why don't you have in the budget for a school to have just a security person working the doors at the front? That's all. That's the only idea that I would say, because a lot of these schools got a lot of money. They got football teams, they got basketball teams, they got money for this, they got money for that. But you telling me you can't add in the budget for a security person to just be standing there just for safety reasons? I don't know. Especially with what's going on in America right now. Because I know that they had the safety ideas when we was in school. And I know that we had to many times open our book bags, and they was checking our book bags when we was walking through the metal detectors. Just like if you was going to Summerfest. So why that ain't happening out there? I'm just throwing it out there. White Widow.
Afternoon, Tory. End of another week, huh?
Yeah.
Another one down.
We got
holiday coming up.
We got through another week.
Yeah, we got Labor Day. Shout out to all you people, the working class, us out here busting a grape just to get by. It's getting harder and harder, but hey, you keep the wheels turning of our society and this country, and I applaud you. Happy Labor Day. Now about this weirdo, this shooter, it's a soft target, Tory. You could put metal detectors at Catholic schools, and then you're going to have to put them at daycare. These crazy people look for soft targets, and the fact of the matter is we look insane to other countries. There's no reason for these assault weapons. Ban them now. Maybe it takes 10 years to get them out. But why do you think there's so many fatalities in the city? When I was coming up, you had like a 22, little snub nose, or a 38 Saturday Night Special. I mean, really, half the time you didn't hit nothing. And now you've got these automatic weapons. Oh, you don't even have to aim. Yeah, I mean, just take your arms back and forth. So it ain't doing the city any good. It certainly ain't doing any good out here as far as the fatalities and how easy it is you can get someone now with these. This country looks ridiculous. It does. We're the only country. You got internet that's not regulated, so anybody can go on there. Elon Musk is getting arrested. They're charging him in France. Tell us who the pedophiles are on your dark web, sir. Brazil is doing that. England, Australia, they all had regulations on the internet years ago. Yeah, but they don't care. So, it's the nature of the beast. And, I'm glad that guy shot himself. I feel terrible about them children. It's thrown us into another dimension, but unfortunately it's going to be momentarily because we're used to it. So, I don't know. You take care, Tory.
All right, White Widow. Thank you for tapping in. Have a fun, safe weekend. When we come back, we got Smoke on the Lines. We got Talk to Text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you.
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. It all started with a new invention in 1925, the roll screen. The ability to roll a window screen up and down like a shade. Pella invested in this breakthrough when the business was born in Pella, Iowa, and has introduced the world to innovation, game-changing decisions ever since. They've been at it for a century. When you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella. Every piece is specifically constructed for you and your home, and always designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance. The Pella team takes pride in constructing quality windows and doors with meticulous attention to every detail. Investing in new Pella windows and doors creates long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years. There's no reason to wait, because if you order by August 31st, get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Certain restrictions apply. Yes, that's up to 5 years with no interest payments, so don't miss out. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Tired of hearing no from other banks? No to a loan? No to a checking account? Just no? At Brewery Credit Union, we find ways to say yes. Yes to second chances. Yes to rebuilding credit. Yes to helping you save, borrow, and thrive. Work with our credit specialists and move your financial life forward. Brewery Credit Union, Milwaukee's best place to borrow and save. Visit brewerycu.com. That is brewerycu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Andrew in for DJ Brother Z. We've been talking about the school shooting, and a lot of people been weighing in. We got the Town on the lines. How you doing, Town?
What up, dog?
Blessings, brother. How you doing?
All right. Hey, that Michael Parsons.
Oh, that's powerful.
Parsons, boy.
Oh, hold on, Michael Parsons. That's powerful.
What? Say it again. Say it again.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. That's amazing right there.
That's what's up, man. Hey, all right, man. All right, that's crazy though. We'll talk about that another day. But hey, with these school shootings, all right, man. That's okay. So we still we ain't gonna talk about the elephant in the room, Tory.
You can talk about it.
Like, this is a white problem.
Mm-hmm.
Why ain't white people white? I mean, you know, the same way when you know what I'm saying, it's a shooting, you know what I'm saying, downtown, or it's a kid boy, or you know, or somebody acting rowdy in the club, it's a club fight. Those black people again, that be the attitude.
Right.
Well, where that attitude at right now?
That's why we're talking about
right now. That's crazy. That's crazy, boy. Oh. Hey, that's crazy though, man. And I'm just saying, like, so everybody's so quiet. So it's like, it's funny when like that song. It's cool when they do it. You know what I'm saying? When I do it, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't hear none of that. This is obviously a white problem though, because there's in MPS. No, we don't see none of this. None of this. This is strictly a white problem, particularly a white male problem. What's happening with these white males that they feel like they got to resort to mass amounts of violence? But nobody don't want to ask a white person that, because of why? It makes them feel uncomfortable. And then we in America, we all about white people comfort. Every day.
Hey, I wonder why Eddie ain't called in to try to, you know, talk about this situation that's going on in his community.
Man, for real. If he comes on the phone, ask him, please, from the no cap, no BS, no. What's going on in the white community?
Hey, that's why I said, like, this kid that wrote a manifesto, made videos. You know, it's like a badge of honor for these people to go through this.
Hold on. That's, bro. My bad about that, though. I'm in the hood, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just real in the field. You know how I go. But like, I mean, so like nobody don't want to ask these questions, and there are, and this ain't the only one though. It'd be uncomfortable questions or uncomfortable conversations that we don't want to be having. You know what I'm saying? And until we have them conversations straight up and be, you know what I'm saying, cool and contrite about it, man, the same stuff gonna be happening because
and it's continuing to happen.
Shoot themselves. Yeah, dude shoot himself. You know what I'm saying? Now that you be seeing his face on TV. Now another little white boy go see that and get on this natural born killer's kick. You know what I'm saying? And this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because before they wasn't even showing his face. Now they showing his face. They telling his what he did on his off time in between closed doors, which really it shouldn't be there because like he's a mass shooter. He shouldn't get no publicity. You know what
it's
I'm saying?
almost like popularizing it for the next person to come along.
Right. That's what I said. Before though, they used to be like when stuff like this happened, they like, we're not going to show his face. We're just going to say his name, give him 15 seconds, and go on to the next story because we don't even want the thought of America on that. But now, since the 24-hour news cycle, they want, you know what I'm saying? Well, we know he's a cross-dresser or whatever, he's gay or whatever he is, and then we know he did this and did that. It's so much information out there that the people that's listening, especially the young and uninformed, they can take a piece of that and then run with it. And then while you see this stuff happening over and over and over again. Crazy, cuz.
All right,
time. Peace, love.
Hey, thank you for tapping in. Have a fun, safe weekend. We got time for another caller? We got Eddie on the lines. Eddie then finally chimed in. Eddie, how you doing?
Good, Tory. How are you?
Hey, we got a mass shooter at the school. They got the information now. We got the manifesto. I mean, how do you let somebody live in the house with you? Are you checking? He got notebooks. He making videos, plotting on killing a lot of people. I mean, how did this get overlooked every time?
Tory, I've been on your radio show about mass shootings no less than 3 or 4 times, and every time I give you what I think the explanation is, after you ask me to do it, you talk over me.
No, I don't.
So that I can't give you the... You do.
No, I don't. I only talk over you when you start talking that out of the side of your face. When you start talking out the side of your face, that's when you get talked over. But sometimes you make sense. I'm hoping you make sense today.
Tory, that'll make sense. Absolutely makes sense. Tory, here's what I think. And, people are saying, oh, look at these white kids that go around shooting up schools. Well, there's been a handful, and I've studied this, of young black men who have shot up a school, too. Sure, it's not as many as the white kids, but it does happen.
But we're talking about the situation in Minnesota. Why is this continuing to happen?
Well, that wasn't one of the questions that I heard when I called in. The question was, Tory, that why aren't white people more concerned? And the truth is, because it isn't happening enough. And I'll give you, let me finish, please. Let me give you a stat. There are 81 major cities in America. Madison, New York's the biggest, and we all know that. And ironically, Madison, Wisconsin is the smallest big city in America. Madison is. And in every one of those cities, every day, all the time, it's been going on for 50 or 60 years, young black males are killing each other. And every week,
why would you deflect it? We're not trying to make this a racial thing. We're just asking simple questions. We don't need to deflect on this.
Because it hasn't happened enough.
Okay, so you said that it's not enough.
It hasn't happened enough.
Well, we got Andrew.
Not enough.
We got Andrew here. He's Caucasian. Do you agree with Eddie, Andrew?
That there's not enough school shootings, Tory? I think there's plenty.
No, what I'm saying is it's not enough to rile people up to the point where they're going, okay, we've got to really do something about it.
Well, they always trying to say that they need to take away the guns. They do put that in legislation. They're trying to pass gun laws based on these school shootings.
Don't mess with my guns, Tory. Don't mess with my guns.
I'm just saying, but you just said, they are trying to work a way to say we need to do something about these guns because these mass shootings. They're trying to pass legislation, but a group of people are saying, no, we like our guns. We want our guns. We don't want that bill to pass.
Okay, well, Tory, I'll say it like this. All of us know of a dangerous intersection. And after a few people get in accidents or get killed, they finally put up a stop sign or put up, red, yellow, green, the stoplights, right? But it takes a while. It takes people to get sick of it. And I think at the amount it's happening, when you consider thousands of high schools in America, and it happens at a handful every year, I don't think people.
How many kids need to die?
How many? I think that if you saw more than 300 kids a year dying after the third year, something for sure would be done. Take 2-3 years of hundreds of kids dying, and that's what I really believe. Because some years we're at about 120, and that's been going on for a while. Some years it's 50, some years it's 70, then we're back up to 100. But it's not consistent enough to pull at the federal government's apron strings and say, this has to be done. We have to mandate something right now. Tori, on that note, I got to go. I got to get back to painting, Tori. I think I've got the weekend off. I feel like a human being.
You got Labor Day coming up.
Have a good weekend, Tori Lowe. That's right, Tori. I'm going to take it off.
All right, Eddie. Thank you for tapping in. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation. August is Black Business Month, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with Associated Bank to celebrate the excellence of Black-owned businesses in our community. Together, we are